What if, instead of showcasing our college degrees, job accolades, and prestigious awards, our resumes dared to list our detours, dead ends, failures, and employment gaps?
What if that list of all the scraps and screw-ups of our careers is where the real seeds of possibility lie?
We offer up the muddy mess to showcase that nothing is wasted. Every experience counts and creates the conditions for new life and growth.
The scraps, the leftovers, the discarded stuff, its richness is the fertile soil for new life to take root. Even in the times we've been hurt, disappointed, let down, these shitty experiences make way for new learnings. Here's what National Constitution Center President Jeffrey Rosen had to share with us about these manure-like moments.
Can you talk about some great moments of stuckness in your career trajectory? Because you've had just such a phenomenal career, but I was wondering if, often when we look at super successful people, it looks beautiful from the outside, but it takes a lot of kind of navigation through that messy middle.
Yes, I have been incredibly lucky, but the moments of stuckness are really important. I've been doing journalism for a long time and had great success at it, but I had some career bumps in the early 2000s. A piece I wrote about Justice Sotomayor at the Supreme Court was rightly hammered by the internet because it was kind of sloppy and arrogant, and I was completely knocked on my feet because of that. I'd never really been criticized before, and it was the dawn of the internet, and I just didn't know how I could go on just by being rightly criticized for writing a sloppy piece. And that required a lot of reflection and kind of setting down a spiritual path of getting over my own ego and recognizing I'm not perfect and it's fine to criticize me when I do bad things. And it's not about me, but about, the truth. And that really started deep reading in the wisdom traditions in the Hebrew scripture, as well as the New Testament and the Bhagavad Gita and the Dhammapada and the Upanishads, especially deep reading in the Jewish tradition, which is mine, in Musar and in the medieval texts of character improvement in Judaism. And I'm so struck by the fact that it all has the same message. I mean, it's just extraordinary how that central message that we are what we think, life is shaped by the mind, that it's urgently important to overcome your selfish, ego-based emotions and connect to the divine and serve others, that's the truth and the path. So it's often said that you need challenges and bumps and to really learn and grow, and that was certainly my case.
Mm. Who among us hasn't experienced a moment that just devastates our ego, that makes us question who we are in this world?
Jeffrey uses this bruising moment in his life to immerse himself in all of these ancient texts and scripts. He retreats to this very academic approach, but then ultimately realizes that the messages across all of these texts keep coalescing around this idea of overcoming ourselves and our selfishness, and ultimately loving and serving others.
So from this moment of discomfort, and by doing something wrong, he accelerates his growth by strengthening his soul and clarifying his vision.
I love these shit pile moments because they show us that weirdly, we can often grow more spiritually by doing things wrong than by doing things right.
For more, make sure you subscribe to A Life Worth Working, so that you can hear our full episode with Jeffrey Rosen, the president of the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia.